Breaking: Sheriff Israel's deputy caught training mosque members a specific skill. We are now getting reports as to why Sheriff Scott Israel and his staff from Broward County failed so miserably when it came to protecting the students of Parkland High School on February 14 when 17 of them lost their lives because of a deranged shooter. The Broward County Sheriff's Department has been spending resources and time on firearms training for radical area mosques. They have been teaching Muslims how to shoot and how to apply successfully for a concealed carry permit in that county. Even more unbelievable is the fact that a Muslim deputy was the one who led the efforts to make sure that mosques in Broward County were well trained, armed, and prepared to deal with a mass shooting, while at the same time neglecting the schools and our children. Instead, they blame the firearm and the NRA for something they could have easily avoided if they would have enforced the law and stopped catering to the politically correct Sharia crowd. Why can radical Muslims defend themselves but our children can't have armed guards or teachers at their school? Are our children not as valuable as these Muslims are? Do they not deserve to be safe in their place of learning as these Muslims deserve in their area of worship? Exactly how many times has a mosque been attacked here in this country? A lot fewer times than Muslims have attacked this country, that's for sure. Sheriff Israel should resign, and others should investigate every inch of the Broward County Sheriff's Department to get to the bottom of what happened at the Parkland High School and what is happening with their priorities. Via Front Page Mag. Nizar Hams is a leader in the Hamas-related Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR. He is also a deputy sheriff in the Broward Sheriff's Office, BSO, in Broward County, Florida. This background has given him the opportunity to exploit his position in law enforcement to assist his Islamist friends in their desire for weapons training. This month, he did so at a Tampa Bay, Florida mosque that partners with designated terrorist organizations. CAIR was established in June 1994 as part of the American Palestine Committee, a terrorist umbrella group headed by then global head of Hamas, Abu Marzuk. Marzuk is currently residing in Egypt as second in command of Hamas. In 2007 and 2008, CAIR was named by the U.S. Justice Department a co-conspirator for two federal trials dealing with the financing of millions of dollars to Hamas. Since its founding, a number of CAIR representatives have served jail time and/or have been deported from the U.S. for terrorist-related crimes. Nizar Hams is the CEO and Regional Operations Director for the Florida chapter of CAIR or CAIR Florida. In July 2014, CAIR Florida co-sponsored a pro-Hamas rally in downtown Miami, where rally-goers shouted, "We are Hamas and let's go Hamas." Following the rally, the event organizer, Sophia Abdelaziz Zakout, wrote, "Thank God, every day we conquer the American Jews like our conquests over the Jews of Israel." In August 2014, CAIR Florida Executive Director Hassan Shibli wrote, "Israel and its supporters are enemies of God." In November 2014, CAIR was one of 3 groups operating within the United States to be named a terrorist organization by the Government of United Arab Emirates, UAE. The other 2 U.S.-based groups named were the Muslim American Society, MAS, and Islamic Relief, IR. Additional groups named were ISIS, Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram. This past weekend, CAIR's Hams, using his position as a law enforcement officer, traveled to the Tampa, Florida area to perform weapons training at the Dar es Salaam Mosque, also known as the Islamic Society of New Tampa, ISNET, a mosque associated with all 3 U.S. groups named to UAE's terror list. If there's any connection to terror or the thought of it, then people in the area will probably wonder what's going on and be worried. 17 people lost their lives due to the inability of their local police to protect them. Countless others were injured, and thousands across the country have been upset and mourning the loss of wonderful children and staff members. The police should worry about the safety of places of worship, but they also need to worry with the same urgency about the safety of school children, don't you agree?